get out!
Hello, tankers and tankettes. Welcome to a game in my beloved KV-4. I do a fair few battles in this particular tank. I think it is my second or third most played tank at this point, and it's for a reason. And today you're going to see one of the reasons why I do like it quite so much. I'm actually in a battle with someone from SGTA, Zanlash over there in a T32, and he's going to do fairly well given that he is in a T32 and we are bottom tier. Although the situation is that half of each side is tier 8, a smattering of tier 9s and then just a couple of tier 10s at the top. In fact, I think there's equal numbers of tier 9s and tier 10s in this battle pretty much. So it's encounter mode, and I'm thinking maybe I'll drive down there, but no, rapidly changed my mind. I think maybe the north flank will be better, and it's fortuitous and also entertaining that it's entertaining that I chose that flank. It will be entertaining. It's fortuitous for the purposes of entertainment. Let's put it that way. There's a few tier 10s going this way as well. The 50B. In fact, I think all of our tier 10s are going this way. The E3, 704, IS7, yeah, 50B, and also the T62A is there. So this is all the top tiers. I'm basically there as a support. Zanlash is on the D line, so he's going to be able to give some slightly lower down support, but he can't push forward as far. On the other hand, he's in a good situation with having, obviously, you know, T32's got an amazing turret, so there's that. There is tier 9 artillery, that's obviously a concern, and there's quite a lot of top tier tank destroyers on the other side, so that's also potentially going to be ouchy. Also, one of their tier 10s is a T57 Heavy. We shall see more of this T57 Heavy. We can see already, I mean, the 50B, T62A, I mean, obviously all faster tanks than the KV-4. We know the T57 Heavy is there, we know the E3 is there as well, so this could be interesting. We also see the trace for the enemy IS-3 in E6, slightly further down than that, kind of F6, G6. You'll sometimes get enemy tanks will sit there and snipe up. But basically at this corner when you're trying to go up and push around, and that's kind of a pain because if you can't see them, in fact if it's somebody that is in a scout tank and they're just sitting there spotting you for enemies that are slightly further back but you know just within render range, that's kind of annoying because you can't see them and you can't see the enemies that are shooting at you. This time it's a T69 which we can see, but he's not going to be too much of a problem fortunately. So there we go, can I get a shot at this T34? Struggling slightly with gun depression, but haha, side of his tank, so yes please. Now there is slightly a rock in front of me, I wasn't quite paying attention because I was scoped in. And put another shot in him. No, that one missed, and I think that one got me spotted as well, yes. So let's move up into cover because the T69 is still there. Zanlash hasn't moved forwards very much at the moment, but not that he really needs to. I'll actually make the minimap slightly bigger. There we go. This 50B is... he's actually waiting for me. He needs somebody with some muscle, as it were. He's got the gun, but he doesn't have the armour. And he doesn't want to be poking his turret over just to get pumped full of lead. The IS-7 has already pressed up, but he's kind of on his own some. The 704 and the E3 are behind me as well, so I kind of need to trust my armour a bit here because the IS-7 is not going to last long on its own. We need to be able to get more forces up on this corner. Now the 704 is moving up and woohoo! Okay, I took a hit, I think that was artillery as well. But I'm fine, I'm still in the game. If the artillery shell had hit me, that might have quite drastically changed how things came out. But anyway, 50B has come up as well. We've been able to move some more forces up to this corner, which is a good thing. Initially, I'm thinking, right, let's be quite cautious, just support these guys. And then I spot where the T57 Heavy is. And my brain starts to, you know, there's a little cogs start turning. I know he's fired at least once, maybe even twice. There we go. I think 3 shots, so he's got at most 1 shot left. And hello. Yep, there we go. I take the hit, but he's tracked, he's helpless, and let's see if I can... Let's see if the idea that my brain has formulated... Boom! There we go! There we go! You don't get to ram things often in a KV-4, so when you get the opportunity to push a tier 10 heavy tank off of a cliff and then jump on top of him, you should definitely take that opportunity. And side of that guy, yep, yes please. I think somebody else whacked him as well, but still, that was useful. That's 2 tier 10 kills in the space of a very short space of time. Now yes, I took some punishment, and hello, there's artillery again. Unfortunately, it just vaporised the wall in front of me. But still, yeah, this is why I like the KV-4, because sometimes, some battles, you can be top tier, bottom tier even, and just not care. You can just go for it, and that was just... I can't tell you how much fun I had doing that. The T-57 Heavy, and if it had been anything else but the T-57, or even a 50B, an auto, any kind of auto loader, and if he'd been, if he'd had a full clip, that would not have worked, but he was basically helpless once he fired that last shot, and I just was able to push him down, and it wasn't quite a Goomba stomp, but I set myself up for the round kill, basically. So, there we go, Kamikaze medal in the bag. We're also winning quite well on the rest of the map, although I'm sort of isolated at this point. There's a 704 and the E3 back there, and I'm really relying on the firepower from those guys for people I spot. So I'm being scout KV-4 now. I've already Goomba stomped almost Goomba stomped a tier 10. Now I've got my heavy tank scout hat on, because KV-4, it's such a good all-rounder. It can do all these things. As we all know, Russian heavies make the best scouts. Although, when I get my mouse, I'm obviously going to be trying for scout medals in that as well. I think at this point I was just like, screw it. I've taken on a T-57 Heavy. I'm invincible! I am invincible! And we're actually capping this one. It's like, we're down to the last few enemy tanks, but we're capping. Oh, nope, somebody else gets that. I think it was artillery got that guy. No, it was the E3, but I got the spotting damage, at least, I hope. T-30 shoots my tracks, so I'm going to be wary about that guy, because he could end me. There's an E-100 as well, so... Maybe I'm not quite so invincible as that. Maybe I might pull back a little bit. And yeah, it's RT, a T-30 and an E-100, and yet still we're capping, because we might not be able to take them. But I'm not going to complain too much. I've had quite a good entertaining match, so yeah, this is one of those times where I'm actually not too annoyed. Oh, can I get a bit of damage? No, missed. Oh, there's Zanlash. And you'd think Zanlash being at the back, but he's actually been quite sensible, and you'll see he actually did alright damage-wise and score-wise. He's done better than some of the higher tiers, I'll tell you that. So there we go. And that wasn't actually me, that was Zanlash. And the E-100 and the RT both get away with it because we've just capped. So, yeah, like I said, I had a lot of fun in that battle because the KV-4 ram, not something you often get to do, and the nature of the ram, sometimes you just have to, your brain just goes ping, and a little light bulb appears and you think, I could create an opportunity for ramming here. Normally this would be a bad map for ramming things on, but hey. So yeah, that was fun. I didn't do that well damage-wise, 1600, but I got 2300 spotting. In fact, over 2300 spotting. I think it all was spotting damage, because I don't remember shooting anyone's tracks, and the majority of the damage I did was to that T-57 Heavy. That wasn't anybody else. So I think that was... majority of that was spotting damage, if not all of it. So Scout KV-4, strong scout. 2700 potential damage received, and yeah, 32,000 credit profit out of that, which is not bad. And like I said, Kamikaze medal, so that was fun. And I think it was the spotting more than anything else that meant I got the top score on the team. Zanlash, like I said, didn't do so badly himself. He got 2.1k damage. But because he didn't get any spotting really on top of that, it put him slightly further down the list. But the rest of the team did alright as well. I mean, the 50B did over 4k damage. That IS-7 was in the right place at the right time. They were doing the right thing in an IS-7. They got over 2k damage. The E3 got 3100 damage. Some of the rest of the team weren't quite so good. I mean, there was a Tiger 2 with 0 damage. Jagdpanther did very little. The T-30 did very little. But on the whole, that was a pretty decent team, and if it hadn't been for that one moment, I would have just said, hey, that was an okay match. But the fact that I was able to effectively jump on top of a T-57 Heavy, that just made my day. So if you enjoyed this video, you can hit the like button, you can leave a comment below, you can subscribe to my channel, you can go check out my Facebook page, and of course, as always, stay tuned for more.